Welcome to Square One Games. My name is Exonovan, and this is my road to completion guide for the medium. Do not follow this guide until you fully understand all the information in episode 0. The link is in my pinned comment. Adjust your brightness to 75% to compensate for dark areas. Subtitle options are personal preference. Click Settings and adjust the following options. Under Enhanced Controls, turn off Adaptive Triggers and Motion Sensor function in first-person view. For gameplay, turn on the HUD and turn off Camera Shake. Insight, breath, and run modes should be set to toggle. Events auto completion should be turned on as well. Audio is personal preference. I have to mute the music to avoid copyright. Select New Game from the main menu. Skip cutscenes with the circle button to drastically speed up our trophy hunt.
It all starts with a dead girl. That day when I was almost ready. I just had to find his special tie clip.
Press the touchpad to pull up important items in Memos. Switch between the two with R1 and L1. Press the correct button prompts to interact with the environment. Press square to open the door. Go to the room down the hall and tap L1 to use Insight so we can find Jack's tie clip.
Yeah.
Insight helps us find hidden objects in the environment and must be activated at specific moments in order to progress the story.
Damn it. Come on, Jack. Where'd you put it? Okay, let's do this the other way. There you are. Okay, I think that's it. Jack's waiting downstairs. Time to say goodbye.
Go to the kitchen, grab the cat food, and put the food in the bowl to pop a trophy called Famished Feline.
Looks nourishing. Here you go. What's your face? Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Unlock the funeral home and grab the prep room key off the desk in the office.
We lived upstairs from Jack's funeral home. It wasn't as weird as it sounds. Besides, if it wasn't for that, I may never have learned to use my powers. Jack taught me to accept my condition. Of all my foster parents, he was the only one who saw it as a gift and not a curse. Jack's in the prep room. Here it is.
Use the prep room key to enter the morgue. Check the body and grab Jack's tie off the stool. Combine the tie with the clip and place it on the corpse.
Not sure if I'm ready for this. Hey, Jack. Got your special clip? No. Snazzy. You wouldn't have it any other way. I didn't expect this to be easy.
Backtrack to the office and check the broken vase to pop a trophy called The Last Goodbye.
What the hell? Guess you felt it too, huh? And then it happened, as it did so many times before, just when I thought my day couldn't get any worse. Most people would give anything to have that opportunity. To say all the things that were
Check the briefcase in the office to find a postcard. This will pop a trophy called From NIWA with Love. We have to collect 11 postcards to get the platinum.
Anyone home? I guess not.
Press the options button and select load to pull up a list of autosaves. Since there's no chapter select and autosaves are limited, it's possible to lock yourself out of content. Follow the guide slowly to avoid a second playthrough. Now let's climb over the wall behind the office and follow the path. Tap R2 to run.
You want to keep me out, Niwa? You're gonna have to do better than that. Not a whole lot of people knew about Niwa. It used to be a government-owned vacation resort, until one day it just stopped. And so an urban legend was born. The NIWA Massacre. The details were always fuzzy. Crazed workers, ancient curses. You know, the usual.
Tap L1 to activate Insight and keep it active for the next 15 minutes to pop the Insightful trophy. Make sure to activate it after cutscenes and events to keep the timer running. Expect to get the trophy before or during the elevator sequence.
Looks like an old fort. Might be my way in. Something happened here. Split would come and go. If a place had a story to tell, well, I guess I was there to listen.
Periodically, the game will divide the story between two forms, human on the left and spirit on the right. Some elements of the game can only be accessed by one form, so keep that in mind. Use our spirit form to draw from the spirit well.
In misery. Figures, I guess. 1,000 years of history doesn't just happen. It's paid for. But even in the deepest darkness, light can linger. Lonely, fragile, waiting for someone to embrace it. As I absorbed the energy, I wondered who it was that left it behind.
Backtrack to the breaker, then hold and release R2 to use Spirit Blast to charge the circuit. This will pop the Conduit trophy.
In any case, I figured I could use it. Energy's energy, right? Oh, so that worked. Good for you, Marianne. These powers of mine, as much of a pain in the ass as they were, they did come in handy sometimes. So there I was, existing in two worlds, but never really living in either.
Stick to the left side of the path to reach the parking lot. There's a postcard and screwdriver in the abandoned car.
The aura in that place. I've seen others like it, but never this intense. It was like a landfill of memories, emotions, and none of them good. Hey, old-timer. Now, what's a fine machine like you doing in a place like this? Doubling as a spare bedroom, apparently. Hope you don't mind if I, pop your trunk. Not much here. Although, this could come in handy. Ow! Shit! What the hell?
Backtrack and pick up the phone. Tap L1 to activate Insight to find an echo. This will pop 2 trophies called Left Behind and Caught the Scent. We have to find 28 echoes to get the platinum. We can skip an echo's dialogue with the circle button.
Even the objects here had auras. When I touched them, I could sense their stories. Words, images, feelings left behind.
Walk up to the hotel to pop the next trophy. Use the screwdriver to open the door, move the dumpster, and climb through the window. Pick up the shoe and use Insight to find the echo.
So began the great dumpster heist of 1999. I'm starting to get tired of your shit, Niwa. You better be worth it. I need to find this Thomas.
Check the gate and grab the postcard.
Hello? Anyone? Thomas? You there? Easy, Marianne. It's just a good old-fashioned haunted hotel. Calm your ass down and answer the bell.
Ring the bell to pop a trophy called the Cheerful Kind. Go into the elevator, select the first floor, and wait for it to stop.
Hey.
After that, hold circle to shift into spirit form.
Might as well see if it works. Sadness. I wished I knew her real name. Shit. Okay, Marianne, just take a deep breath and... let go.
Hold circle again just before the bar in the lower right corner reaches 0 to return to our body. As long as insight remains active and we keep shifting back into spirit form, we'll get 2 trophies over the next 15 minutes, insightful and spirit walking. Go downstairs, draw energy from the spirit well before time runs out, then hold circle to return to your body.
Gotta move fast. An out-of-body experience. It's like taking a plunge into nothingness. Stay under for too long and it just pulls you in. Now get your ghostly ass back and power up that elevator.
Hold and release R2 to use Spirit Blast to power the elevator. Ride the elevator to the second floor and follow the path around the corner. Hold R1 to activate our spirit shield, which will keep us safe from the moths in the hallway.
Okay. Now where did she go? Huh. Holy shit. I didn't even know I could do that.
Find the glowing door in the hallway. Shift into spirit form, grab the old key, then return to human form. Backtrack and use the old key to open the door just before the moths. Follow me to the phone to get the next echo.
I don't know.
Go down the hole and interact with the book. Expect to get the Inner Investigator trophy for inspecting 25 objects in a single playthrough. This book also represents our very first memory, so we'll get another trophy called I Know the Pieces Fit. We have to find 10 memories to get the platinum, and it's okay to use the circle button to speed through dialogue.
Memories of grief, loneliness. Some objects soak up moments from the past. Just squeeze in the right spot and let it pour out.
Follow the path outside, shift into spirit form, and grab the razor blade from the bathtub to pop a trophy called Edge of Sanity.
Falling apart. Looks like I'm in for another dive. Oh, God. I hate this. Thing isn't a razor, it's guilt, shame, regret.
Shift back to human form and use the razor blade to cut the skin. There's no need to guide the blade since we have the autocomplete option turned on.
Yeah, that was disturbingly satisfying.
Check the mirror in the bathroom for another echo. Grab the dried up sunflower and check the bowl for another memory.
But I was too afraid that a part of me would go on, trapped on the other side. Forever. This could be useful. The light of a memory strong enough to defy this place. This man, Tarkovsky, he ended up as her...
Go back to the previous room and place the dried up sunflower in the vase so we can draw from the spirit well. Check the sink in the bathroom. Expect to find an echo in the pill bottle and a diary page. Since this is our very first diary page, we'll get a trophy called Guiding Light. We have to find 7 diary pages to get the platinum.
It's more than grief. This letter crushed her.
Use Spirit Shield to burn through the enemies in the hallway to pop the medium rare trophy.
Like moths to a flame.
Go upstairs, push the cart, and cut the skin in the hallway. Use Spirit Shield to reach the note, which will unlock a trophy called Dangerous Method. We have to collect 21 notes to get the platinum. Check the desk in the next room for a note and a small key. The small key is hidden under the flashlight.
It all hit me as soon as I entered the room. Anguish, fear, longing. What the hell happened here? Someone jotted this down recently. Still works. Too small to fit a door.
Open the clock with the small key. Use the left thumbstick to wind the hands back to 4 o'clock so we can absorb the spirit well.
I could instantly tell there was more to that clock than met the eye. There we go. There. An imprint. Is that Tom's? There. Looks like a passage. A spirit well. I could absorb some of that energy. As I moved the clock hand, I realized it was a junction between realities. It's rare, but I'd seen it before.
Wind the hands to 5 o'clock and use Spirit Blast to charge the breaker in the secret room. Remember to shift into spirit form.
Looks like I'm in for another dive. Someone tried real hard to keep this place a secret. Wonder what's in here on the other side. Let's see if it worked.
Shift to human form and use Insight to find the green button behind the picture in the cabinet.
Aha. Okay, let's get the rest of me in there.
Go around the dark room and grab all the items. This includes a note called Getting Stronger.
I'll never get used to this. Ugh. I hate to think what kind of photos need this much secrecy. That's one. 2 more to go. This should come in handy. I could sense something stirring behind that symbol, like a gust of wind moving a curtain. Okay, that's all of them.
Turn on the dark light and place each item in the correct spot. Follow my order so the correct items are always first on the list.
Okay, I know how this works. I need 3 liquids to develop the photo. Looks like there's a tray missing.
Press square to activate the machine, listen for 4 clicks, and press square to turn it off. If you don't get the illuminated photo, grab another sheet from the pile and try again. Place the illuminated photo into the solution on the left. Wait 5 seconds for it to transform into the multigraded photo. Place the multigraded photo into the solution in the middle. Wait 5 seconds for it to transform into the water-bathed photo. Now let's place the water-bathed photo into the solution on the right to trigger the cutscene. Run away from the monster and follow the natural path to stay safe.
Wait, don't go!
Oh God.
Don't leave me here. Alone, naked. Let me try you on.
Oh God, no!
Don't worry. It's just fine. Won't be home ever again. Everything. It all ends in me.
Not a fan of light, huh? Fucking figures.
Press L3 and sneak through the next area. We must avoid detection to get credit for a trophy later in the guide. You'll know you've been detected if the monster looks directly at you or becomes overly aggressive. You'll need to be 100% sure you've completed this sequence correctly before moving on. If detected, load the previous autosave and try again. Let me demonstrate this process.
Where is it all ends in?
To get past phase 1, simply wait for him to stop talking.
Why would she hurt? Why? Why? To meet you? To really meet you. To know you. Inside and out. Won't you be my friend?
Phase 2, wait until he turns into moths. Phase 3, wait for him to break both objects.
She won't come out. She won't come out. You're just like the others. You don't care. Care at all. Clever little skin suit. Not like the others.
Phase 4. Wait until he moves down the left path.
I'm so happy. So happy. Now that you're here, you're pretty skin. Please, just let me.
To finish out this sequence, simply wait for him to turn the corner near the exit. Drain the energy from the spirit well and use Spirit Shield to progress through the hallway. Expect to get another trophy after the cutscene. Remember, the only way that I can keep making guides is with your financial support. Click the links at the end of the video or my pinned comment if you'd like to help. For those of you supporting me already, I greatly appreciate it. My name is Exonovant. I'll see you in the next one. Be good.